Sup, Nerdmigos, and the Jive Talking Nerd, John Norgrove. We've got Wife here, and we're back at it again for another Trek Jive. Today we watched Strange New Worlds Season 2. I did not leave it on the TV, so I don't know. Season 2, Episode 5, Charades. And what a charade were had, I guess, is maybe a thing that makes sense to say.
What a karade to have.
Yeah, what a charade. What a charade. So, spoiler-free review. Let me tell you, prepare your whole body. What an episode.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah, hold on to your butts. What an episode. Like spoiler-free, definitely a good episode.
More character development.
Yeah, I mean,
more screaming at the
of
screen.
Everything. More beautiful ships.
More beautiful ships.
More of everything.
Amazing costumes.
Yeah, all the costumes in this.
More jokes.
Yeah, this is very much a TNG sort of an episode, right? This is 100%.
This is Deanna Troy's mom coming to the ship trying to get a husband.
It's a holodeck episode, right? It's the kind of episode. I don't mean holodeck like it takes place on a holodeck, but it's like the kind of episode that isn't about a mission. It's like a non-mission episode.
Except
so
that
it's like a fun character episode. Well,
yeah.
I mean, the non-mission episodes always have some sort of like background shit, but like the mission isn't like the A plot, right? So like most Star Trek episodes kind of split into two categories, right? You've got your like mission episodes and you've got your like character episodes, right? And this is definitely like a character episode, a thing that I think is missing from Discovery.
Yeah.
Right? Is that we really haven't had as many like character episodes as I would like.
They're very few and far.
They're very few and far between, and they're not as charactery as like some of these, like like in the TNG episode where the whole thing is about Data learning how to dance, right? Those sort of episodes. So, so it's definitely that. It's definitely that, which I'm super glad to see. But I think it's definitely time to get into spoilers. So
there's not much else we can say.
Bloody spoiler alert. Dude, his fiance's mom is a bitch. Holy shit. She is like Enterprise levels of mean for a Vulcan. She's just coming in here being like malicious, and I'm like, bro, does this one have control over her emotions? Because she's being like a real bitch,
think that
man.
I feel like the moral of this episode is that Vulcans are dicks.
Vulcans are jerks, bro. I mean, they said
I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying this episode really
in the episode, in fact,
hammered it. Really hammered it at every.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. So
yeah,
no, this was absolutely fantastic. The technical mission they were on was like fly by rock scan thing.
Yeah.
Right? It was like the least mission-y mission, and the captain's just like, well, since we're gonna be here for a little bit, I guess let's just all take a couple of days of half shifts. Everybody have a good old time. And we got to see like a lot of like crew interaction stuff. Spock hanging out with
the bridge ladies,
with the like bridge ladies while they're out drinking, and they're just like having a good old time, and he's just sitting there like observing real close. Is adorable.
Yeah.
Super
I loved
here for
that.
it.
That was so
super
good.
here for it. We got to kind of see like everybody's interactions with each other. We got to see more of that just absolutely gorgeous lounge area.
I loved seeing Mbenga give Chapel the side eye whenever Spock was around.
Oh man,
dude, this guy
is
like part Betazoid. He knows.
Although
what their emotions towards each other when they're in the same room are absolutely
palpable.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely thick. You cut them with a knife. So thick.
Yeah.
But this is definitely the story. Like the overarching story of this episode is Spock and Chapel's like relationship.
Yeah.
Their will they, won't they, whatever their ship is. And I think they did a really good job of it being like unnecessarily awkward for no fucking reason.
Ooh.
Right? It was oh my god. It was difficult to watch. It was so fucking awkward.
Oh man, I did so much yelling at the screen.
I lived for everybody else in the scene's face.
Let me tell you. That was the best part.
Can we talk about best background actor in all of us Star Trek is fucking Pike through this whole episode.
Oh,
just,
man.
Just
Yeah.
his face in the back of all of these Vulcan shenanigans was fantastic.
Yeah.
Right?
He's got a very much, like... You know when you're, like, at work and, like, things are going wrong, but not wrong enough to be catastrophic, just wrong enough to be wrong, and they just comically continue to get more wrong and more wrong things pile on in a hilarious existential way that leaves you both screaming because you want the relief, but also screaming because it's hilarious and also you enjoy the sheer chaos of it. It was that.
Yeah, it was definitely Pike just being like along for the ride. I absolutely loved when Spock's mom was just like, we've got a plan. This is what we're going to do. Your captain's going to help me. And he's like, is this mandatory? And she's like, yes. And he's just like, all right, I guess I'm in on this elaborate shenanigans
between the three of
right?
them. Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, and like the bridge gal's giving him the like, you've got to talk low and flat
and
like
more
a Vulcan.
robotic.
And they're like making fun of him and stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Such a good job.
I love actors I love it when we get to see actors do quote unquote bad acting.
Yeah, I love
make a role.
I love an actor doing a bad acting. I love an actor who's like cast as a specific role or a specific character, having to do that. I don't know how to be that character anymore, right?
Yeah,
Whether it's like amnesia or like
or because it's
a
like
sci-fi shenan,
Mirrorverse,
you know, or
whatever.
Yeah. That's always fantastic because you get to see the like sort of subversion of that character. And he did a great job being like
precociously human,
like teenage boy human. No, Mom, it's not a good idea. Or
I
whatever.
literally said that he was going through puberty.
It's
it was so great.
It's so good, man. He's just like a weird, awkward teen human boy. That was very, very funny. The lines coming out of his mom, absolutely fire lines. She's delivers scathing retorts to Vulcans.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. Specifically when she like grabs that hot teapot, which, come on, Vulcans, what the heck, man? But she's just like, oh, I've just learned to tolerate suffering because of you Vulcans. Like, pour this hot teapot thing. And then, of course, when Spock does it and he's in, like, his human form, and he, like, turns around. Luckily, he didn't have to face the thing when they touch it. He turns around, he's facing the captain, and he grabs it, and he's just like, oh, my God. And then, like, turns around, and he's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And, like, pours the tea and then puts it down, and he's like, oh, thank you. Like, so good.
Well, and I thought at the very end, when he's like, a human did do this, I thought he was going to be referring to, like, his human side inside of him. Like, I am also human, but not like pull the ears off, I'm also human.
Well,
so that was a twist that I was not expecting.
He got the shot, and because, like, sure, the mind meld thing came together, but like it still felt like, I mean, it felt like it took a while for him to like regain full Vulcanness. They did a good job of him like slowly becoming more his old self until, of course, when he stopped being his old self for the makeouts.
Yep. I did a lot of yelling, now kiss, at the screen. Yeah. That is one of my favorite things.
Touch mouths!
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to like yell at the screen during a movie, especially during times when it's completely irrelevant. Yeah. But they're building the tension and the awkwardness so much that I'm just like I have Barbies and I'm like, no, kiss,
just kiss already. Yeah. No, well, and they've been hamming up. We've been getting a lot of this sort of awkward energy from Spock. We've been getting a lot of oohs about it. Well, and I love that, like, when they're in the interdimensional reception area for that. Like, I know that they were like, oh, there's these extra-dimensional aliens or whatever, but I really feel like this entire action, they were not actually talking to these aliens. They were just talking to the, like, voicemail machine. You know, like when you're like, oh, I gotta talk to my cable company because they did a stupid thing. So you gotta call them, and the robot's like, press 1 to do this. Say your account number. What department are you looking for? Okay, what specifically is your problem? Maybe I can answer it. And I'm just like, talk to a human. I don't...
Well, it's especially...
It felt a lot like they were just talking to the AI bot and not actually these aliens.
I am pretty sure that the voice actress for Yellow is actually actually the same voice actress that does a lot of the hold voice at my 9-to-5 job.
I mean, dude, it's entirely
I
possible.
think that's the voice is so familiar. I think that's exactly who it is. But the creatures, they kept saying like past the like return policy basically.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what are these, Vogons?
Yeah.
Like celestial Vogons? What's happening?
Yeah, seriously. I was just like, what is this? Some sort of like proto Vulcans that are all like they've gone past logic and they've just turned into pure computer programs at this point in time.
And they just turned into pure bureaucratic policy.
Yeah, they're just a legal standard in 5-dimensional space or something. It definitely had that energy. It was definitely Vogonian. But also, some of that interdimensional pocket room that was all shifted and colorful and stuff. Can I get one of those installed in my fucking house, man?
I'm pretty sure that's the same area that Willy Wonka goes through.
I'm totally okay with it, man.
In Charlie and the... Not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but in Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with that. I want it. I want that room definitely in my house.
Yeah.
No, like... I super dug that whole interaction, right? I like the 30,000-foot analysis of this episode as this, like, what if Spock became human, but also some shenanigans were happening, right?
Yeah.
Was a fantastic, like, reason for an episode, reason for this character development, for lack of better words, like, plot device, is the, like, we repaired you, but, like, you were damaged, and the only, like... example we had other than just you was like this other thing, so it's probably all human. This one's just broken real bad or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which was absolutely fantastic, and I think the actor who plays Spock did like a banger job.
Yeah.
Right? Like, best bits wise, I think probably for me the best bit of this episode was the interaction between like Spock and any of the crew members when he was like freshly human.
Oh yeah.
Right? When he's just
when
like
he like
when it's
laughs
it's
a little too hard.
Yeah, he's like a little
far.
terrified.
Yeah.
When he's just like ha 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 ha, and everybody's like, oh.
And then he's like ha 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 ha, and you're like, ooh no, let's take dial that back 10%, buddy.
Yeah, it went from fun to maniacal. I'm not happy with this guy being maniacal right now.
He went from jovial to Joker.
Yeah, like all of those bits that sort of like Spock not understanding where the limit was, little bits, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Those were easily my favorite part of the episode with regard to like especially with regard to the human Spock story, but like overall I think they had good like timing throughout the episode, right?
Yeah.
It was well distributed point where you're like, all right, this is the most awkward Spock is going to be. Let's kind of go from there or whatever.
Yeah.
So, what about you? Best bit?
I decline to give my best bit because I don't know.
It was all bits.
It was all bits. It was all fantastic.
Yeah,
but you know what I will talk about in that place is the outfits because they were amazing. I absolutely love this like high class formal wear from the Vulcans that's very like sort of historical fantasy adjacent. Like, how Shrek movies don't really live in a particular time of like old-timey fashion, and that's very much what's happening here with the Vulcans and this, and I'm very into it.
Yeah. The Vulcan fashion, I think in general Star Trek has always done like really interesting things with Vulcan fashion.
Yeah.
But this show has really brought the thunder.
It makes me want to like wander slowly and regally around the house and the property, wearing like a big dress and like a glass of wine,
big
and
dress,
just be like, the leaves.
That's why I have a big wizard's robe, so I can just like wizard's robe about.
Too. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, 100%. T'Pring's outfit, that like armor, like the shoulder armor.
Oh my gosh! Again with the built-in fashion armor.
Wear more armor. I think that's the lesson we're trying to be told right now, is that we need to start armoring up, guys. Something's coming, and so we need to start wearing more armor. It's
Dupree's outfit specifically reminds me of like a very sci-fi fantasy take of the elven outfits from the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very like armored Arwen almost. Yeah. And I am so here for this idea that like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to make a dress that has like some sort of intricate armor that's also like very, very stylized into it. It's pretty fantastic, and it's probably going to become a problem for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was good. It was good. Also, speaking of fashion, Bloody Pike's green wrap tunic.
Yeah.
I have always wanted one of those captain's wrap tunics, like from the beginning of TOS even.
Yeah.
I want one, but this one is especially nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and what's funny about that is I've been planning on making you a wrap tunic anyways.
We've been working on this.
Because we watched The School for Good and Evil recently, and I was like very inspired by Hook's son's outfits.
Yeah. So look forward to that.
Look forward to that. Yeah.
No, this was such a great episode, man.
It was.
There was
another amazing
episode. They absolutely hit it out of the park. A nice, sort of like character development-y, fillery episode.
Yeah.
In like a good way, right? It's like a fun adventure episode, like a holodeck episode kind of a thing. Which was very interesting, but it did end with a bit of a shenan.
Yeah, so now we get to figure out what the aftermath of this break that Spock and Dupreen are taking, and also what happens with Spock and Chapel. And
I don't know about this Spock and Chapel thing. I feel like
are we like, is this going to be a one and done? Are they going to be coy about it? Like, we know that Spock ends up with Dupreen later, but also like maybe this is kind of a different timeline.
They could do a different timeline.
That's a thing that I've been thinking about with this show for a while. They could do a
mind wipe thing, right? I'm not like... They could give us a whole episode of these two in some sort of a relation, all right? And then at the end of that episode, or in the next episode, set up a shenan. You know what? This is pre-TOS. There's a bunch of vague pseudo-gods out there doing crazy shit on planets.
Or it could
right?
be something
she could
like...
have to sacrifice memories or some shit.
It could be something
very easily
a bit more mundane,
hand wipe this away.
Like,
or it could just be like that they're both like, yeah, this isn't going to work out.
Or it could be like the Janeway Chipotle Little House on the Prairie with a monkey episode.
Yeah.
Where they both see
nobody's going to touch that monkey.
Where they
it's
both
nowhere near
have the chemistry, they see the potential is there, but they never act on it. Again.
Well, yeah, I was going to say again, but Janeway and Chipotle never did the makeouts.
They did not. I would have died.
Yeah, the scrump.
I have never screamed in an episode so much as I did with that episode of Voyager. I was already
episode.
Very hype on like Janeway and Chipotle ship, and that episode solidified and crystallized it for me. So in my mind, the whole Prodigy storyline, Prodigy RIP storyline, was heading towards Janeway and Chipotle making up and living sweet forever after as holograms.
Yeah.
Together.
Hologram. There's a real Chipotle that they're looking for in that series, not a hologram Chipotle.
I don't care. They're both holograms. Well, this is my ship, and I will make it how I want.
But yeah, so we did get the smooch. But it'll be interesting to see where we go from there.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I'm okay with it. We'll see.
I'm absolutely okay with it.
I'm abstaining from judging until I see how it wraps up, right? Listen, the next episode could literally open with that being a dream sequence.
Yeah.
We always have to remember that dream sequences are a thing that writers can do to us.
Yeah.
Right? If we're not careful, we're going to get dream sequenced.
Yeah.
In or out of existence. But this was a good episode, and I cannot wait for more. Oh my god, I'm in love with this show so much. It's so beautiful, and it's so much fun, and I love this crew so much. More. Absolutely more of this. So good. Oh my god, so good. But yeah, what is your favorite bit bit? What's your best bit? What's your favorite part? What did you think about that smooch? Who had the most fire outfit? It was definitely T'Pring's like coat, shoulder armor.
I mean, I don't know. Spock's mom was
yeah,
beautiful.
that's true.
Absolutely
that's true.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, what's your favorite fashion bit?
Yeah, there's so much fashion in this
there was so much
episode.
fashion in this episode. Yeah,
They're giving me exactly what I want.
I mean, I get it, man. We all want it. You get good ship stuff, good fashion stuff, and delicious looking food. Man, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Pike cooking like this?
Yeah.
Right? Captain Chef over here. But yeah, so comment below with your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Share us with your friends and whatever. I've been John Norgrove. This has been Wife. This has been Trek Jive. This is Strange New World Season 2, Episode 5, Charades. The traditional human engagement party thing.
Today I learned.
So, I guess we maybe have been doing this wrong, guys. So let's put it on there. Let's get it together. And yeah, this has been Trek Jive. We will catch you guys next time. I guess ears, right?
Ears?
Ears?
Oh.
Is it ears?
I was gonna go, hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. That's right.
Yeah.